Chapter 4: Operations and Procedures. 4.1: Maintenance and supply procedures. Organizational unit level commander leaders, supervisors, commanders, leaders, and supervisors must emphasize the importance of establishing and implementing effective maintenance and supply procedures in all Army units. In order to effectively, they must understand the relationships between the policies and the Army regulations and procedures in the DA pamphlets and local standard operation procedures. Army policies is found in 710.2 and 750.1. Similar publications are expressed in general language, often establish broad goals, objectives. Army procedures are found in pamphlets. Similar publications are more specifically to help soldiers implement these policies. The DA pamphlet and standard operation procedures provide detail with step-by-step guidelines and successful methods for achieving policy objectives. In order for the unit organization to have successful, effective maintenance program, the unit must have successful, effective maintenance and supply procedures along with the local standard operation procedures to implement them. In addition, with the pamphlet, the DA pamphlet 738-5751 Aviation Materials, DA pamphlet 7503, and DA pamphlet 7508 provided with the important procedural guidance for the maintenance of the DA PAM 710. 2.1 provides detailed procedure guidance for the unit supply operations. The LIS described in paragraph 4.2. The detailed procedure manuals and support them will enable the implementation of policy procedures faster than more complete and precise manner. 4.2 Logistic Information Services, LIS. Many maintenance, supply management operation procedures used to assist the commanders in the management operation accomplished with the Logistic Information System. The Logistic Information System is an automated system that supports maintenance management record keeping, the reporting of message critical readiness logistic information to higher command levels. The SAMS and SAMS-E and SAMS-1E enhanced are primary logistic information systems for field maintenance operations will in transition of global combat service support Army to the future logistic information services. ULLSAE supports specialized equipment combat control readiness reporting system safety surveillance maintenance management procedure for aviation assets. Property bookable units supply enhance the P-bus supports related property accounting management and generally supply functions in the units. 4.3 The Army Maintenance Management System Standard Logistic Information System is critical that all commanders, leaders, and soldiers, the supervisor know that the Army Maintenance System of the two pamphlets described the TAM, DAPAM 738, 751 Aviation Material, and DAPAM 750-8 Ground Equipment. Procedural guidance and provision of the information assistance with soldiers in systematic format. The logistic information systems are enablers to the assistant commanders accomplishing their mission, achieving the maintenance standards of the logistic information system. Leaders may track a large number of the maintenance actions on an ongoing requiring monitoring because of Army maintenance technical operation. Accurate records are essential to success. Digital data transfer devices includes optical, electrical, magnetic scanners, radio frequency identification devices, and electronic contact sensors. The devices are automatic identifying technology to computer capture data from the equipment to feedback of the logistic information services. The manager of the battalion or company maintenance program, the managing of the successful unit program. The commanders are responsible for screen trained, licensed, supervised soldiers who are selected, and system operating drivers or users, unit leaders, supervisors who employ the dispatch and equipment with the training of the mission operations are also the group. Commanders may ensure that the preventive and corrective maintenance is performed in accordance with the TMs and under the supervision of the trained leaders. 3. The commanders will ensure that the daily logistic information services maintenance record are forwarded to the logistic logs reduce the burden of the command to keep complete with the extensive records of the local files, enable the Army to develop the reports that are useful to the commanders at all levels. Managing mission operations equipment users, TAM's records of the procedure DAPAM 738, 751, and DAPAM 7508 are associated with listed and graded services, provide information to identify the quality of the control equipment used by users and operators. The DA Form 348 equipment operator qualification record, except for aircraft, will be maintained on each vehicle of the equipment operator. They are a record of the operator qualification, experience, performance, and a permanent record maintained by the unit. The DA Form 348 is also a record of the training accompanies with the operator when it is reassigned. The optional form OF346 of the U.S. Government Motor Vehicle Operation Identification Cards is the equipment operator of the driver's license. The operator must carry it when operating the Army equipment vehicle, and the equipment of the operator retain the card identifying the vehicle's type of equipment as qualified to operate. The DA Form 5823, an equipment identification card, is not required when the unit is in Logistics Information Services. The DA Form 5987E, the motor equipment dispatch figure War 1 depicts the dispatch equipment process for the equipment operators. Alright, operator's license. If no, see the supervisor. Yes, operator supervisor obtains the DA Form 598AE from Logistic Information Services clerk. Operator then goes to the operator supervisor various accuracy and administrative data and the IE services due to the mileage and hours. Operator and then goes to operator crew performs maintenance check services. Operator crew identifies the faults DA Form 598AE, and then it goes to OK the dispatch if the can operator crew or the repair, or it goes to the Logistic Information Services. The DA Form 598AE works request correct faults, install parts, and quality assurance, quality control performed, and equipment is dispatched. That's if it's a yes. If the okay for the dispatch, if the can the operator and crew repair, if necessary, operator crew obtains the Class 9 license, Class 9 form from the LIS clerks are on the correct faults, which then goes up to the maintenance supervisor, verifies the requirements, assign repair and personnel to an LIS clerk fault to the equipment data on the record of the field maintenance repair faults to the repair shop foreman, senior mechanic. The LIS is updated again. The DA Form 598AE works, requests correct faults, and installer or quality assurance, quality control performed, and equipment is dispatched. DA Form 59882 E Dispatch Control Log. AR 655 provides the basic requirements of the Army Driver Operation Standardization Program Training Testing License. The DA Form 750-3 TC 21305 contains more details managing maintenance operations. The Logistic Information Service is provided with the record of all completely daily workload. Local commanders, maintenance leaders, and the supervisors of the records are a foundation of the direction of the unit maintenance provided toward meeting operational readiness. The rate requires achieving the maintenance standards for the assigned equipment. Details for these records will indicate the priority workload of how the organization manpower material assessed allocated. 2. The units will forward the closeout records logistic information warehouse within 30 days up to the completion will part of the organization maintenance history. These records will also be highly useful in managing day-to-day maintenance operations at the unit level. 3. The commander will use the basic mission metrics as the total logistic response time, mission maintenance or TLR, TM, and turnaround and modularize the organization in accordance with the AR 750-1. Commanders will also use metrics in AR 750-1 and will manage the accessibly MAC code F, the capability of F and modularization or command. 4. On the priority of the basis commander leaders and will focus closely on uncorrected faults found on individual equipment, the maintenance of logistic information services software records of uncorrected faults for the DA Form 598AE and automatically updates the DA Form 240814 uncorrected fault record. 5. The TAMS procedures are established to assist the commander, maintenance leaders, and workload prioritization, scheduling, inspecting, maintenance, repairs. The procedures outline how to report the request, outside support, record equipment, maintenance services, repair work. These are also determined the status of equipment for the readiness equipment and logistic reports. Some of the most frequently used maintenance forms and reports include the following: DA Form 598AE and equipment and inspection maintenance worksheet, DA Form 2407 maintenance request, and an AHN 007 work order register status. 6. Maintenance leaders will assign all fault correction, preventive maintenance check services other than the service task of the DA Form 59880E as a working documentation for soldiers. Leaders will list all the work requested in the DA Form 59889E maintenance request register record all work performed on the DA Form 2407 in accordance with the TAMS procedure. The DA Form 59888E and DA Form 2404 equipment inspection maintenance worksheet will serve as the equipment fault correction record for that day. The DA Form 5989E will reflect assigned maintenance tasks and steps the leaders can manage the prioritized assets. Managing total logistic response time maintenance. Commanders will use the logistic information services for the total logistic response time maintenance. Commanders will expeditious actions to obtain support and require the equipment to serviceability. The AR-750 describes the total logistic response time maintenance for the period of the time elapsed between the time of the equipment of the component becomes unserviceable, the time the component was returned to the service status after receiving requested maintenance of the repair or services. 3. The total logistic response time maintenance countdown begins when the item becomes unserviceable. The unit has 3 calendar days to deliver the item to the field level. The repair's designated maintenance activity for the repair. The DA Form 738-751 and the DA PAM 750-8 requires submission of the DA Form 2407, the field level capable maintenance provider. 4. Unit organization have undergone the transformation in internal field level capable maintenance cells have time and capable advantages. The unit follows the internal standing operating procedures to work order equipment of the internal PAM 750-8. Once the equipment is received and on work from the owning unit, the turnaround time clock starts for the field level repair. Whether provided with the internal external requesting organization turnaround time standards are established by the AR 750-1, depending on upon which the maintenance priority designated the requester lists on the work of order. The turnaround time and is the period of acceptance of the work order closest to does not include the time awaiting for the effect of the readiness significant impact the maintenance provided with the workforce resources. A monthly metric report provides an average turnaround time for the work order completed with the standard authorization of repair. Operation procedure for repair. Turnaround time metrics ratings are calculated dividing the average turnaround times of the statement of repair, the turnaround time of the national average for the national identification numbers of repair for the standard authorization repair, the turnaround time cycle when all parts supplies are on hand at the maintenance shop to complete the work order. Turnaround time requirements associated with the maintenance priority designator as follows. Maintenance priority designates 0, 1, or 3. Turnaround time is 5 days. Standards. Maintenance priority of 04 to 08 is the standard 8 days. Turnaround. Maintenance priority is designated 9 to 15. Turnaround standard at 30 days. If the repairs are not required within 30 days, the requesting unit was required to specify the required delivery date on the work order. 7. All organizational elements will follow the applicable DA PAM 738-751, DA PAM 750-8, and managing historical maintenance records. There are 2 primary locations for unit historical records. The first location of which the LIS Logistic Information Service System electronic files, leadership paper files on the equipment. These records are showed the receipt, operation, maintenance, modification, transfers, disposal of the equipment. These records assist the commanders with maintaining maintenance standards and achieving the operational readiness rates. The second location the unit historical leaders is in the LIW. The LIW database is capable of storing, manipulating logistic Army-wide individual unit management. Successful maintenance management program requires a unit to forward its designated reports to the log cell as required in the AR-751. Some of the most frequently used historical records are the DA FAM 240, 84, 5, 9, 14, and 20. Weapon record, data equipment modification record, equipment control record, uncorrected DAT fault record, and oil analysis. While historical records are important to ensure the overall success of the unit maintenance operational, leaders must review the DA Form 240814 frequently to determine if the maintenance was deferred because of the shortage of the repair parts, log time, the totals, other than the 4 factors. Automated review historical record for all commands will assess the determining Army-wide requirements for the future missions. Therefore, imperative that the commanders, leaders, and complete with the DA Form 240814 uncorrected fault record. 2045, managing unit organization, repair parts, maintenance related supplies. In order to ensure the Army units independently sustain successfully operations for the brief period, the Army policy requires commanders to establish, maintain limited quantity supplies, shop supplies, listing of the maintenance related supplies of the common hardware order. Other items will combined with the directed AR-751 and AR-710-2 outline Army policies managing individual elements of these stocks. Commanders will develop an overall listing of the repair parts in accordance with the supply policy AR-710-2. Maintenance supply managers will conduct semi-annual shop and supply listing reviews of the logistic information services in accordance with the AR-710-2. Maintenance providers will maintain the shop. The supply listings were not co-located with the SSA and under the co-location of condition supplies may be made with assistance accessible within the minutes of the supply requirement. These conditions apply equal to MTO, or the table of distribution allowance of the TDA. Organizations. Bin stock must be available for all maintenance operations. Repair parts needed to complete and not available from the shop. Supplies listings are found with the AR 710-2 with the issue priority designator consistent with the maintenance priority designator. 4.6. The Army Maintenance Management System and spares management for successful maintenance operation. Leader and commanders must ensure that the supply of the TAMS members are fully across the train with the backup available for the other elements of organization necessary. The operation organization should be in the unit standard operation procedure so that the unit is so not inhibited with unexpected balances, absences, or losses. The TAMS clerks must conduct the following operations: recorded data, the equipment inspection, fault correction worksheets, DA Form 2404 and 5988E, DA Form 5989E, and recorded data work forward referred to the support on the DA Form 2407. Record equipment and faults that could not be corrected corrected that day. See the Form 5988E, the DA Form 240814, the DA Form 5988E, and the DA Form 2404. If they using the DA Form 2404, post the fall of the DA Form 240814, the DA Form 5988E, and generated with logistic information services, including uncorrected false parts of the ordered alerts to the equipment operator, unit leaders, correction condition of the equipment when operating. The crew identifies the non-mission capability repair non-mission capable fault. They will notify the maintenance immediately. Unit maintenance will verify the non-mission capable item and initiate the repair actions according to the AR 750-1 appropriate technical manuals. Army equipment operator crew identified with the non-mission capable fault with the unit maintenance to coordinate with the operating crew the verification correction actions according with the AR 7501 and appropriate technical manuals open. Once the unit complies with all corrective actions, the clerk will update the form to the DA Form 5988E and the DA Form 240814 with new information. Unit maintenance personnel will conduct maintenance supply operations according with the applicable AR pamphlets and local standard operation procedures. 407. Using supply support activity to support the mission maintenance operation. The SSA provides a Class 9 other supply support to assigned customer units, transit organizations on area. The support basis quantities stocked are based on demand histories in accordance with the applicable policy, the AR 710-2. The SSA supply support activity receives process the requisition in accordance with the AR 710-2 and DAPAM 710-2-1. Local standard operation procedures of supply support activity will compare the request of the issue and against with the supply support activity stock records. Parts are issued in accordance with the unit assigned properties. If the stock is not available, the supply support activity will establish due out status of the unit and pass the requirement for the next supplies level. See the AR 710-2. The standard supply support activity periodically provides status reports on the request of all supported units in accordance with the AR 710-2. For example, daily supply status updates and parts received report. Parts received report. B condition controlled exchanges removal for the exercise for serviceable components, unserviceable, economical, repairable items immediately reused and to restore a like item within system of the FMC. Controlled exchange is authorized only when 1. Required components are not available from the source of the supply with the time frame reflected for the issue priority designator. 2. A valid requisition is submitted to replace the unserviceable item. 3. The maintenance effort required to store the unserviceable repair material involved within the MAC authorization capability of the unit performing the controlled exchange. The end item weapon system from which the serviceable component is preferred and is classified as not mission capable supply. Classified serviceable components removed from the aircraft is one of the following: not mission capable supply, non-mission capable maintenance, partially mission capable, or partially mission capable. Aircraft maintenance. 6. Aircraft maintenance manual instructions require the non-serviceable component with the temporary use while troubleshooting. Such components must be temporarily exchanged by the FMC for the maintenance check service aircraft. The end item of the weapon system will not be degraded to an uneconomical repair condition. 8. Protecting the end item of the weapon system for the further degradation degradation. 9. Tag and retain the unserviceable component with the ended item in the weapon system, but the serviceable item came for the addition record of the removal of the component with the DA Form 2407, DA Form 5988E, DA Form 2404, DA Form 2408, 13.3 Aircraft Technical Inspection Worksheet from the end of the item in weapon system that retains the entity and integrity of the repairable end item weapon system. 10. The organization performing with the controls exchange takes the prop action to restore the unserviceable equipment for the FMC condition when the controlled exchange takes place with the requisition army already in the army supply system used the incoming to restore the unserviceable end item weapon system. The FMC, all unserviceable repair material involved is owned and under control of the organization performing with controls exchange. Is the only means of the responsible available to eliminate the adverse effect of the operational readiness of the unit and organization affecting the performing the controls exchange. 14. The proof of the commander with the organization performing the controls exchange that you can see the controls exchange with the direct support field in the Department of Logistics level of the maintenance with the authorized only when is only one means of the FMC end item weapon system to support a unit within the time frame indicated by the issue priority designator on the maintenance request. To the direct support commander of the Department of Logistics, designated representative approve the exchange during this mobilization of the Combat Army Command, Army Service Component Command, ASCC, direct reporting the unit, and the Joint Commanders might modify the control exchange conditions as deemed necessary. E. Controlled exchange is not authorized without when the investigating officer has no formally released material involved in the accident of the AR-15-6 investigations. Controlled exchange is not authorized on an operational readiness floated asset. Maintain controlled exchange documentation logs according with the AR-25-402 documentation filled with the record of the retention schedule located at the WWIRIMS Army Mill. 408 Automated Readiness Report using Army Material Status System, AMSS. The Army Material Status System is a component with the maintenance of logistic information services that collects, calculates, and reports materials readiness for the ground mission equipment. The Army Material Status System reduces the level of effort needed for the reported readiness and ensure the data accuracy. Reported readiness reporting provisions of the AR-700-138 outline policies of the readiness reporting the following provisions that contains the guidelines collecting the report of the materials of the status of the equipment. 2. It requires the units to the readiness of data of the log size no later than 2,400 hours of the 7th workday, excluding the weekends and federal holidays. Report of the period is extended with the 16th of the previous month on the 15th of the current current month. General reporting instructions to report the readiness status. Units will enter the reportable equipment for the logistic information services equipment for the data file. Personnel will also use subsystem configuration to configure a manager item with the items associated with the report readiness complete system. For example, subsystem of the M1A tank system would consist of the tank radio machine guns. The automated material status system application automatically tracks maintenance of supply actions for the equipment. Unit personnel update the maintenance faults and associated with the specific items using logistics information system. They also obtain the digital status records of their own field level maintenance procedures. The records contain the information maintenance supply actions. Unit personnel is needed to reconcile the records of the work orders of the requisition of logistic information services and their standard Army retail supply system, respectively. The use of the manual's reporting procedures is not only authorized when using the automated material status system. Capability is not available. Logistic information system is an information system using the maintenance master data file to identify the equipment of the readiness reporting. The maintenance master data file identifies reportable items and system configuration, authorized substitute, as well as the pertinent maintenance and supply information on the units uploaded with the maintenance master data file and maintenance of the logistic information services. The logistic information services have edited the checks restricting the readiness report to only those items listed in the maintenance master data file. Sustaining the Automated Support Management Office, the SASMO, were typical of the distribution of the maintenance master data file to the units. Company level users are provided with the readiness data to their battalion personal battalion headquarters consolidated with the company level battalion readiness reporting using logistic information services. Battalion personnel send the consolidation battalion data to brigade general. Brigade personnel who send the logs in accordance with the AR 220 and AR 700 138 logs to store organization readiness reports to the LIW readiness integrated database. 4.9 Manual Readiness and Reporting. The most useful part of the DA Form 2406 Material Condition Status Report is page 2 complete form that some of the commanders require the maintenance personnel to complete with the second page daily to ensure the visibility of the non-mission capable equipment. Equipment is not operational administrative, but the safety reasons should also be noted on page 2. Page 1 is complete monthly DA Form 2406 historical report of equipment availability over the reporting period of leadership show review of the completed with carefully to ensure the accuracy. Check the first hand to ensure the quality and the preparation of the organization. Check for the DA Form 5988E and DA Form 2404 against the corresponding DA Form 314 preventive maintenance schedule and record. 2. The check the specific model compared with the authorized quantity of the MTO authorization counting items that making up the system and parts with the non-mission capable with the whole system non-mission capable. Check the AR 700 138 against the MTO equipment line time item determining if the correct number of the type of the systems are included in the report. 3. Compare the on-hand quantity of the equipment and model against the number of the copies of the DA Form 314, noting substituting line items, checking the report period to verify the possible days for reporting procedures. 4. Total of the non-available days taken from the copy of the DA Form 314, subtract the possible days to verify the available days. 5. Ensure the non-available days are divided correctly in the supply maintenance category. 6. Compare the number of the daily DA Forms 2406C, the DA Form 5409 inoperative equipment report, DA Form 5410 unit level deadline part report. If in not using the logistic information services, the files copies of the DA Form 20407 and the modern organization readiness information availability internal field maintenance element. If the field maintenance provided with the external to your own organization SAMS or SAMSE requests automatic reports to the double check. DA Form 2406 using asks for the following: a non-operational report conveying covering the number of the reported days compiled for each replaceable item, the report product, the control number, the PCN AH00303. Non-operational equipment recovering the parts of the reported part complied with each battalion repairable items of the battalion PCN AH0026. Customer work order reconciliation product control number, the AHN004, and ensure the SAMS2 enhanced SAM2E at a maintenance signification importance item or signification in items prior to the distribution of uploads to SAMS2E located with the SSOO office down the maintenance master data file from the log sub push from the updated from the SAMS1E. Request the equipment non-operational to cover the company and the battalion size of the units for many days as needed, but the required period of the DA Form 2406 should provide with the data to the match of the DA Form 2406 backside. The customer reconciliation report all this work order specialization. Maintenance organization has its own status for the customer unit. The report contains the non-mission capable supply and non-mission capable time. Examine readiness profiles of the unit status and report the closely identified with the de-graduation readiness. Review broad factors indicators including the following: 1. Unit maintenance performed during the most recent readiness exercise of the Army Training Evaluation Program, availability of the maintenance leadership and skills. 3. The maintenance training requirements and shortfalls community decided the overall readiness status based on their observation and statistical data informed judgment. If it helps or notes that the one on the unit status report. 410 Maintenance Module of the Logistic Information Warehouse. A. All organization can be attained by the Logistic Information Warehouse to assist the improving internal operations, identifying the support of the external organization. B. A section of maintenance modules identify each of the reporting organization unified code. The unit commanders, the leaders, and the managers of the chain command can access the logistic information warehouse in order to assist the performance provided with the direction, support, resources to assert ensure the accomplishment of the overall mission. All unit commanders leaders are strongly encouraged to use the resources of the logistic information warehouse maintenance models to achieve the readiness for air objectives for assignment to the attached equipment. In addition to the data, the compatibility related to the logistic information warehouse, the integrated logistic analysis program, which leverages the data of the logistic information warehouse. To the present frequently managed reports of the benefit of the commanders of the field organization. The permissions to access the logistic information warehouse can be obtained for the system access request of the VVA logistic information warehouse logside.army.mil. The SAMS EP Bubs reconciliation tool, the logistic information warehouse integrated logistics analysis program. The tool validates only on-hand equipment of the serial USA registration number, the SAMS E and the P bus, and enhance the accuracy of the readiness report. Chapter 5, Preventive Maintenance Check Services, Equipment Technical Literature, and Standard Army Maintenance Procedures. Standard Army Maintenance System.